Hello friends, in the first three videos, I have described what is the method of studying mathematics. So when we are at school, when we are attending a class, when we are preparing at home, and when we are preparing for the studies, for the test, how we should do it and how we study mathematics in three different stages that I have explained in the first three videos. Now in this video, now I am starting with grade 6 mathematics, and the first topic I have taken is numbers. I understand you already know and you are fine with the number identification like whole numbers, decimal numbers, the place values of whole numbers and decimal numbers. So I am not going into those details. I am starting with numbers, but with these two topics. One is a factor, another one is a multiple. Now what is a factor? Factor is an exact divisor of a given number. Like for example, we have number 24. Now 24, how we get? We get by multiplying 8 and 3, 2 and 12, 6 and 4, right? So this means 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 12. These are the factors of 24. And you will see all these numbers, they are either equal or less than the given number. So the factors are basically equal. I mean 24 can be a factor too. So these factors, they are equal or less than its multiple. Factors are finite because a number has a certain number of factors. It cannot be infinite, right? So here 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 12, they are the factors of 24. Now what is the multiples? Multiples is a given number which is a multiple of its own factors. So like these are the factors of 24. In other words, we can say multiple comes in the table of factors. So if we speak the table of 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 12, we get 24. Like 2 times 12 is 24, 3 times 8 is 24, 4 times 6 is 24. So 24 comes in the table of its factors. So 24 is a multiple of all these factors. Now multiple will always be greater or equal to a given number. So multiple will always be equal to or greater than its factors basically. And multiple will be infinite. Like in the table of 2, multiple will be we can have infinite number of multiples. 2 times 10, 2 times 11, 2 times 12, 2 times 13, 2 times 50, 2 times 100, 2 times 150. So multiples can be infinite of a of a certain number, and multiple will always be greater than its given number, right? So this is regarding the factors and multiples. Let's see prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, so prime numbers and composite numbers. Prime numbers are numbers which can be divided by 1 and itself. So prime number has two factors. For example, 2 2 is a prime number because it can be divided by 1 and itself. 3 is a prime number because 3 can be divided by 1 and itself. 5 is a prime number because 5 is divided by 5 and itself. 11 is a prime number because 11 is divided by 1 and itself. 11 cannot be divided by any other number. So basically prime numbers has two factors. Composite numbers. Composite numbers are numbers which can be divided by two numbers and more. So for example, 6. 6 can be divided by 1, it can be divided by 2, it can be divided by 3, it can be divided by 6. So 6 can be divided by all these numbers. So 6 is a composite number. So it has more than two factors. So composite number is a number which can be divided by more than two numbers, and it will have more than two factors. So these are called prime numbers and composite numbers, right? Now let us see what is prime factorization. For example, let us say 18. Now prime factorization is a factor to find the factors of a number which are all prime numbers. So we reduce the number by dividing it with certain numbers, and we find all the prime numbers, and when we multiply those prime numbers we get our original number. So 18 can be divided by 2, so we get 9. 9 is divided by 3, so we get 3. Now these are the prime numbers, so this cannot be divided anymore, which means 18 factor of 18 are 2 times 3 times 3. And if you see, these are all the prime numbers. So when you reduce a number to those numbers which you multiply, then you get 18, and all these numbers are called as prime numbers. If I say, for example, 36, so 36 is divided by 2 and 18. 18 is divided by 2 and 9. 9 is divided by 3 and 3. So factors of 36 are 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So this is called prime factorization, where you find out the factors of a number, and all those numbers will be a prime number, and when you multiply all these numbers you get your original number. So this is called prime factorization, and this will help us in finding the LCM and GCF. So I will show you how to find LCM and GCF in the next video. Okay, so I stop here right now and wish you a nice day. Goodbye.